Good evening, world. It's your boy Gusto. This is the discussion portion of this chemtrail video series that I'm gonna make. I'm not really sure exactly what it is that they're spraying out there. I encourage anybody that knows to please put, if you know for sure, or if you have a hunch, please post like a link or something that we might be able to verify if what you're saying is true. I'm going to provide a video that claims to know what's in the chemtrails and from documented sources and whatnot, but I can't personally vouch for this shit because I haven't, I don't know. I don't know what's in it. You know what I mean? And so I'm not going to go there. I am going to tell you that they are spraying, and I'm going to provide you video proof. It's not a very good video, but you'll be able to see that, it's a fucking something spraying up there. It's a fucking, they're making clouds or something up there. But it disperses relatively quickly nowadays, and they've been doing this for 6 months now that I know of. Because the first day that I noticed it was May 17th, 2010. So, I bought this camera yesterday because I'd seen the increase of it, and I wanted to get something that I could, upload from anywhere, with minimal trouble. So, anyway, now, like I said, the only thing that I'm gonna tell you is why I think that they might be spraying. Now, some of these things aren't gonna be good. No, actually, none of them are really good, honestly. And I don't mean good as like I didn't think it out, I didn't think it through enough, but I couldn't really find any reasons to that would benefit us. Okay, it's happening almost every day, and there's no news coverage. So what could they possibly be doing it for? And these are a couple of options that I thought of. Okay, they could be doing it for one, cloud forming. Two, possibly the most sinister and maybe even the most feasible, considering that it's going to happen whether they intend to or not, and that's poisoning us. Third would be killing some animal or insect. And the other would be crop dusting. Okay, now this is New York City, so okay, crop dusting. All right, so just okay. Now, as high as they're doing it, it would spread to a really high area, and that's what scares me the most about it, because it's definitely going to be an area, a really, really, really high area, a very wide area, because the wind is going to carry it. It's really high up, and I mean, you could tell when you're watching it. Immediately after the plane passes, it sort of disperses a little bit, but then after that, it becomes wide and wider and wider and thinner, and I don't know. It's pretty scary shit. So I'm gonna deal with the worst first, and that would be poisoning us. Okay. Now, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not saying that Okay, all right. Let me rephrase that. I know that there are conspiracies in this world. Even if you believe in the 19 hijackers, it's a freaking conspiracy. Okay. Even if you believe that more than one guy, the term conspiracy theory comes from the John F. Kennedy assassination, was because there was two more people that were doing the act, and that's why a conspiracy theory. And then because there was more than two people, so it seemed to have gotten attached to everything else that the government doesn't want you to really think about more. It seems to be attached to conspiracy theory, but I'm not here to talk about 9/11 because I'm not really sure about who's right on that one. I know that there's a lot of sketchy information, but it comes from both sides. Okay. Now, the worst would be poisoning us. Now, why would they want to poison us? I don't suspect that they would, but indirectly, even if they don't want to poison us, whatever they're putting in the air might in fact be poisoning us anyway. Right? I mean, how do we know what's up there? And if they're not telling you, chances are that it's something that you would not approve of. And if something that you would not approve of would be something that could possibly injure you. Now, what they could be spraying, I don't know. And the only way that it would make sense that they spraying anything at a large population like this, because, you know, you can't really say that they wouldn't hit, you know, a certain race, or, you know, maybe even a certain age if they used like genetics based weapons like SARS or something like that, you know. But again, you know, don't co-sign on that. I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm just saying that that would be the only way that they would be able to spray something from up that high and get any desired effect to any target population. But again, what would be the purpose of that? Why would they want to kill or hurt so many people? That makes no sense. But I do know that they're not telling us. So now, according to various reports, and this is said on the video that I've watched, which I try not to get, you know, too excited about video information, because really I've just become kind of interested in this recently. I didn't really realize that it could possibly, you know, when they started doing it twice a day, that's when I started to get, you know, that's when I started tripping out, because at first in the summer I thought it might have been because of the mosquitoes, but I'm getting way off the subject here and going kind of far. So I only have a couple minutes, so let's see. Like I said, no, the next thing would be killing insects or animals. Now, again, it would have to be genetics based, some kind of thing, because they're doing it really high, and that would of course cover crop dusting, really, because if they're doing anything to kill any kind of insects, that would pretty much, you know, guaranteed it's gonna hurt you, because, you know, they don't crop dust when there's people on the freaking ground. You know what I mean? That stuff it's poison, and it hurts you. It gets in your lungs, it gets in your system. You know, obviously, even if they were crop dusting, and of course, again, I live in New York City. Okay, not much crop dusting to be done around here, and the areas that I see them spraying are, you know, are going to be like North New Jersey, possibly upstate New York, New York City, and they're definitely spraying twice a day. Twice a day. That's from about 6:30 to 8:30 in the morning, and from 3 to 5 p.m. at night. And if you guys are looking up in the sky, I guarantee you, if you live in New York City, especially in like the uptown area, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you see crop dusters, they fly relatively low because, you know, they would need to. Okay, the last thing would be cloud forming. Okay, cloud forming is interesting. It's a possibility. I can't really say 100% that it's the only thing that they could possibly be doing, but cloud forming is a possibility. Cloud forming, two effects that it could have. One, I mean, if it was actual water vapor, which I doubt, would actually kind of give us more global warming. I don't think that that's what they're doing. I remember there was this newspaper article called Obama's Big Idea. I think it was in the New York Post, where they were talking about spraying a chemical into the sky that would make clouds that would make the sun reflect, and that would so-called, you know, curb global warming. That was like about, you know, a couple of months into his presidency. So I know that wasn't like Obama's big idea. And chemtrails had already been pretty much talked about for about a couple of months on YouTube, you know. But like I said, I never really took the stuff very seriously. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but when I started seeing them doing it twice a day, you know, I got really worried, you know. I can't believe, I can't possibly think that there's a good motivation behind this. And even if there is a good motivation, you know, to spray a chemical without giving the people permission, without giving the people notice, and telling them, look, man, we're going to spray a lot of shit between this and this time. Well, I don't know. So maybe somebody does. You know, please stay home, whatever. But they haven't done that at all, and they're spraying. So those please, if you will happen to be in the New York area, look up, check that out. If you know anybody who lives in the New York area, send them this video. I don't like make money on YouTube or anything like that, but send them this video and let them check it out, you know. And I'm gonna link another one that I filmed today. It was only like a minute, but I saw them doing it again, and that was around 4 o'clock again. So this video is running low, And please, I'm gonna go ahead and link that other video. I'm probably gonna put it as a response to this one. Thank you for watching.